Hey everybody, welcome to Review Time with iSlip. I am iSlip, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Final Victory 3 Mighty Warriors. Okay, let me fix that. We're looking at the 3 Mighty Warriors set. We're only doing one at a time though, because these are 3 actual full figures, and I think it would be kind of a waste to do all of them in one shot. I mean, they're good enough that they should have their own videos. You know, it's a 3-pack. By the time you break it down, the price is about like, I don't know, like $34, $35 per bot. And honestly, I'm okay with that. These are your, basically, these would be the masterpiece equivalents, budget masterpiece equivalents from what I understand. And personally, I like them. Like, this is Warpath here. This is the one we're going to do first anyway. So let's take a look at, we can take a look at the whole box. The whole box has like War Machine, Hummer and Reckless Combat. That last, like, Hummer almost makes sense. Not really, but I mean, it's a nice box. I actually really dig this box. This is probably going to go up on my wall. Do I want to do it on this side, or do I want to do this side? I don't know. I think I'm going to do it with this side, you know. And they look nice. I mean, I have some quibbles with them, but I think for the most part they look nice. So, like I said, we're going to start with FV-01. FV, of course, standing for Final Victory. And this is War Machine. So let me go ahead and grab War Machine. And here he is. Now, you get him in vehicle mode. You get him in robot mode. We are going to start with vehicle mode. And I actually like this guy, and it feels really heavy. There is a lot of die cast in this guy. I feel like if I threw this at somebody, I could go to jail for assault, because it's pretty heavy. I think I see some paint chipping. Not even going to worry about it. This thing is awesome. He comes with a gun that can be... sorry, it's really tight. Can be placed there. The Autobot sticker is a repro label that I cut in half. And again, my skills with doing stickers is not necessarily the best, but whatever, it is there. That is kind of like the G1 toy, which I do actually have. Now, the tank treads are done in silver on my version. I have seen different videos where the tank treads have been unpainted, which would actually match the toy. The toy is unpainted, but I'm glad I got the painted treads. It looks nice. It's got a lot of little detail. It's really small, if I'm honest with you. Here is Siege Wheeljack, to let you know. He is really tiny. He earned his moniker of Mini Bot. So hold on one second. Let me go ahead and get... Ouch! I forgot to get the other Warpaths that I do own. There you go. I'll grab that one. I'll put them right here. And we'll grab the other one, the G1 one. Alright, so here's with Warpath. And I was wrong. I said this was white. It's actually a silverish gray. But I think it looks pretty good next to him. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Maybe I will edit it. I don't know. But here he is next to Generations Warpath. And he's narrower, but they're about the same length. Which makes sense, honestly, if you think about it, because he's along the lines of like the Masterpiece Deluxe vehicles. I think he's pretty cool. Yeah, I was just checking to see if that opened without. I think he's pretty cool. I think he's awesome. Let's go ahead and get that Warpath out. We'll get this Warpath out as well. He rotates at the turret 360 degrees. The turret does go up a little bit. I don't want to force it more than that, but it does go up a little bit. It tends to want to go down a lot a bit. and it's hard to get it to be straight. It does come with this. You'll get 3 pieces that aren't attached to the figure. One is this end piece here, which now does not want to come off. And then, you see this piece here? There's actually a screw behind it. You get a plug for this side and for this side to cover up the screw holes. And I think that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice of them. And again, you can take his weapon and plug it on if you'd like to. Let me get a car. Here is Lambor for his size comparison, MP Lambor, and he is a lot bigger. This tank is definitely not in scale, but I mean, he's really supposed to be in scale with, I guess, more along the lines of the toys. He is a mini bot, so I can forgive that he's smaller. I don't mind it at all. So, here he is with another mini bot, the Toy World B, which I like immensely, and I wish I would have gotten him in his G1 colors instead of, well, I mean, this is, well, I guess this is the G2 colors. The G1 color was yellow, and this is, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. And here he is next to a current Legends, in case you want it for some reason to know. So we'll go ahead and transform him. Let's see if I can remember how to do these. I remember plugging these in last, so we're going to go ahead and pull these out first. And this part will come down. This part, once you get all of this together, we'll just go ahead and get one side in. This comes around and this plugs in, because I'm not going to be transforming it back. This comes around and it just kind of plugs in there to fill up this otherwise empty spot. So that's actually pretty clever. So go ahead and get these wiggled out for the moment. We'll go ahead and get this up. I hate that squeaky. And again, that's another repro label. And again, it's not on there perfect, but hey, whatever. So we'll go ahead and lift this piece up, fold it down. Let's go like that. And then we'll push this in, and that'll pop the head up. And then you just push this piece that you folded together, and there you've got the head and neck area. Now this part's going to be a little tricky, or not. You just have to slide this out, slide this piece over here out. Okay, there we go. Slide them out, and then these will, what you'll do is, these are on a little post here, and you want to rock them down a little bit so that they will fit in here. And then there are places here, you see right there, where this tab will go over here, this tab will go through on the other side, and that will keep all that stuff together. So then once you got it there, you can go ahead and push the pieces together. Okay, so that will help keep that locked together. Oh, didn't push that down. That's part of the problem. There we go. Okay, and do the same on the other side. Rock it backwards on that post. Okay, bring it on. Did I rock it all the way back? I did. But this is, there we go. Bring this in. Push that so it's clipped in, so this way it holds that in, and you're kind of there. This you can just fold up, and it just kind of just stays on the back. You can leave it down, or if you want to try to bring it up, you can. That's up to you. I'm just going to leave it down. So these slide on down, and then you just turn them like this and split them, and they're not all the way down. There we go. Pull them all the way down because there's knees. So you pull them all the way down, and that's pretty much it for the feet. Now we just got to work on the arms. You're gonna come over here and untab that and work this down. Push here. He says, push there to get the hand out. This will fold up. Then you take this, you're just gonna fold this over and then fold this up like so. There we go. And you got one arm done. I forgot to show these off. Those are there for whatever reason. I don't know if they're for tank mode or for vehicle mode. Tank mode or robot mode. So go ahead and untab this. Bring it out like that. Bring the arm down. Push here to pop the hand out. Close this bit up. Fold this bit over, and this peg here will go into that slot there. So you go ahead and slot that together, and that goes down like that. And that's it. And there you have your Warpath. And he looks pretty good. He looks like he did it on the show, and he looks like he did as a toy. And he's pretty nice. Let's turn this around so we can get a look at some of his details. He does have blue eyes. They're not light piped, but they are blue and kind of reflective. And yeah, that'll work better. I don't know. He has lots of nice detail everywhere. There we go. He has, these are the sliding mechanisms for his feet. So this is just a pretty awesome figure. He has 360 here, in and out, rotation. His arms straighten, and they almost double bend. It's almost like there's a double elbow, even though there isn't. His head rotates 360. It kind of wiggles around a little bit, not very much. He has a waist rotation. No ab crunch, but his flap moves forward, and you can get his legs all the way forward. His legs go all the way back. He has that far of a knee bend. It's not a deep knee bend, but I mean, he's got gigantic feet. You don't really need it. And then his feet squeak. I hate that. And they do have a rocker. So he is pretty articulate, and he usually stands pretty good. And what I forgot to show was that there's his little caster wheels, I believe they call them, these little plastic wheels, so that he can roll around in his tank mode. So let's see if I can get him to stand. It looks like he's standing lopsided. Why are you standing lopsided? Because I haven't got one of your legs all the way. There we go. Because I didn't have one of his legs all the way down. So yes. There we go. And he has, again, a gun. Not that he needs it, because his whole freaking chest is a cannon. So, you know, there's that. Now, when you want to get this out, what you do is open up this back panel, and then you can just stick your finger in and start pushing it out until you can grab it and pull it out. So if you want, you can just leave it like this if you want to. That's toy accurate, or you can bring it in, and I think that's closer to the animation accurate. I'll go ahead and get the toy and get him transformed up. Okay, so here's his little toy. As you can see, his, oh, that's what that little, okay, because he's got this little box here that does come out, and I couldn't figure out what that little box is for, but it's on the toy. It's the front part of the thing. So, yeah, I mean, he looks like somebody looked at the toy and animation and put them together, and there we go. And then we got this guy. Let me go ahead and get him transformed real quick. And here he goes next to his generation self. And he's only slightly bigger, but I mean, it's a mini bot that's supposed to be, you know, small. I don't know if these come out. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I have my Warpaths. And again, you can bring these down if you want to. He's got little missile pods in his shoulders, which I guess kind of mimic this here a little bit. But I don't remember him having missile pods in the show, in his shoulders. And the G1 toy, well, it has silver bits at the end, so I guess that's kind of accurate. It does have silver bits at the end. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and move him out. Let's go ahead and get a Masterpiece figure so you can see what he scales like. Here he is with one of the Dotson brothers. Smoke. Whoop! Screen. He does have weird feet, so it's very easy. If you don't get him on the flats here, it's very easy for him to tip him forward. He's got a lot of weight. He is got a lot. There's a lot of diecast on this figure. Like, so much. Let's see. Here he is with Wheeljack. And I think he looks nice. We've got Bumblebee version 1. And I guess technically, as a mini bot, he probably should be closer to Bumblebee's size. Actually, I think his G1 toy is bigger than the G1 Bumblebee toy a little bit, so that's fine. And here we have Cliff Jumper. So he looks good with your Masterpiece figures. I mean, yeah, the Fans Toys version might look slightly better. It's also a lot more complex and costs a lot more money. You know, this is perfect for the bang for the buck. He is pretty good. I didn't go over his articulation, did I? Oh, and MP10. Let's not forget MP10. So there he is with MP10. Now, I was looking at the old G1 cartoons, and scale is all over the place, but the little guys are usually up to about this kind of height to Optimus, sometimes up to his window boobs. Again, there was an episode where Hound was maybe a foot taller than Spike, so scale is an eye of the beholder, but it looks nice. It does look nice. We'll get that out. Let's go ahead and get these guys out of the way real quick. Oh, I should have shown him off with MP10 in his vehicle mode. Oh, I took the wrong guy. You stay. Everybody else, you come off. Alrighty, sorry about that. Okay, so in this mode, I don't remember. I did do the articulation, didn't I? Never mind. He doesn't have any wrists. That's what it was. His wrists only does that. So yeah, that was the last of the articulation. So I did do the articulation. Don't mind me. I'm like very old. So I mean, I guess I could technically do that. I mean, you could do that, or you could bring it up like this. But or just leave it like that. That'll work. Oh, the pin is coming out. Whew. You could leave it flat like that. Guess it doesn't really matter. There we go. Okay. So my final thoughts on this guy is he is definitely worth it. Now, if you're going for the Fans Toys version, go for it. He's a lot more complex, and there was issues with breakage. And he looks great. Don't get me wrong, he looks great. This guy looks great too. So, for me, this guy was a no-brainer. Maybe I'll get the fans toys one day. Maybe. I mean, I have a few of their figures. How many figures do I have of them? I have their RC, and I have their Shockwave, and I have their Omega Supreme. And I like all the figures, although they aren't the most fun to transform, if I'm honest with you. This guy, he wasn't bad to transform. It was enjoyable. I actually liked transforming him. I didn't love it, but I liked it. And I like his alt mode. I like his robot mode. I don't know which mode I like best, if I'm honest with you. He spent a few days as a vehicle. He spent a few days as a robot. And now he's going to go back on my shelf as a robot, I guess, for now. And I just like the way he looks. He looks great with my figures. So that's that. If you want to pick up a copy of, well, you kind of have to get them in a set of 3 unless you go on eBay or maybe Amazon. You might be able to get somebody who's selling it separately. But, I mean, you get 3 mini bots. It's roughly the same scale. And they all feel pretty good. You know, they're not without their flaws, but they all look pretty good. I wish his eyes glowed like the packaging shows, because that looks awesome. But he still looks pretty nice. I really do enjoy him. That said, I'm Islip. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, if you want to get yours, you can get them at TF Source. You can get them at Big Bad Toy Store. I know they've got them in stock there at TF Source. I don't know about Big Bad Toy Store, but TF Source got them. And I'm not sponsored, by the way, by anybody. I paid for this with my own money. I'm doing this video of my own accord. I get nothing from nobody for nothing on this channel. This channel, I don't get paid for anything. So, I'm giving you my honest opinion on this figure. He looks good. He looks even better with the repro labels on him. Like, it's weird how much a sticker for an emblem can do, you know. But he looks great. He's fun. He feels good. I'm shaking him. He's not. He's got a lot of weight on his. You know, going forward it went down a little bit, but not that much. Going back, okay, now it went down a lot because it wasn't. But he's got ratchets in everything. I can't do that with my Generations Metroplex, and this guy, you know, that's an official product. This guy is like a third-party figure. He's pretty good. He is pretty good. I am happy I got him. And you can do that whole, you know, pelvic thrust thing if you want to. You know, I am a hero with my pelvic out. My pelvis out. So, you've got lots of... Oops, I forgot that. You got lots of posing options for this guy. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. His wrists don't rotate, but otherwise he's pretty good. I like this figure so much. I can't really tell you how much I like him. Now, whether he's for you or not, that's going to be your decision. But as far as I'm concerned, he's for me. So that said, I'm Islip. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and ciao.